Welcome to the SpecLink Cloud Viewer from Building Systems Design. The SpecLink Cloud Viewer is designed to simplify sharing and collaborating on building project specifications. So you're able to take your project specs that you've created in SpecLink-E and sync them to the web where other people can review and comment on them. It's a companion tool for SpecLink-E, the most advanced solution available today for specification writing and production. The benefits of the SpecLink Cloud Viewer are that you can view your project specifications from anywhere. It's totally web-based. So once you sync your projects from SpecLink-E, you can have other team members review and comment, and you can invite people from outside of your team to review specific sections, specific divisions, or the entire specification. The collaboration is the key here with team members and with people outside of your organization that may need to review different things. And it puts everything in one central location so you can see all the comments from your team members or any of those outside people that you need to have review your specifications. Accessing the SpecLink Cloud Viewer is as easy as logging into a website. You've got to be either a team member or an invited reviewer from somebody on that team. So the SpecLink-E user syncs their project specifications, they log in, they access those synced specifications and then share them with team members or reviewers who can then review and comment in real time. So I've opened SpecLink-E here, and just a few things to point out. The first thing is right here, you'll always see the current version of SpecLink-E on the My Start page. Now to find out what version you're running, come up to File and click About SpecLink. And you'll see that you're on, well, in this case, I'm on 9.3.5.0. This is the minimum version for running the SpecLink Cloud Viewer. So you must be on at least 9.3.5.0 to run the SpecLink Cloud Viewer, to sync your projects up. So from here I can click Close now that I know what version I'm on. So this is the version that I am running, and this is the most updated version. So this is good to run the SpecLink Cloud Viewer. There will obviously be new versions as we go along, but that 9.3.5.0 is the minimum for running the SpecLink Cloud Viewer. From here, if I want to sync my projects, I'll come up to Data, and I click Sync Projects. You get a screen that shows you your projects. Any projects that you've archived would be down at the bottom here. And you have a status for what's been synced and what hasn't, when those projects were last modified, and when were they last synced to the SpecLink Cloud Viewer. Here, I can choose to sync any of these, and I can click the sync button way down here in the lower right-hand corner. Little message comes up, tell me it may take a few minutes. That's fine, okay? The beauty of this is, as this goes along, I could either close this screen, or if I want to know a little bit of a status update, I can click refresh and it's going to show me that these are being synced. You can see where these show that they are in progress. And again, I can close this screen down. It's going to run in the background. Perfect. At this point, I'm going to open up a web browser and get to the SpecLink Cloud site where I can log in. When I log in, I'm going to see two things. First of all, I'm going to see my list of projects. And immediately I think, wait a minute, I just synced a number of projects. It shows you recent and all. So that's a big thing to remember. You can see all of your projects and you can see the recent ones so you don't have to go filtering through things. Another thing I like to mention is over here where you'll see your profile and be able to log out and things like that. From here, in order to access a project, I simply click on its name. That specification is going to pop open. Here you'll see your master format on the left-hand side. Same tree structure we're used to seeing. You'll see the actual specification in the main screen, and then you can come over here in the upper right-hand corner and you can click on that little comment icon, and you can see any and all comments that are here. It's going to open up with the ability to write a comment on the beginning where you stand, and then you have this sheet metal flashing because I've created a comment there. In one particular line, I mentioned the reference standard is out of date. If somebody else is reviewing, they can say, I have fixed this, or we've received the updated reference standard, whatever it might be. Okay, that was just an example. Now, I can come down through here and I can go into Division 9, and I can go down into flooring, and I can go down into carpeting, and I would see that section. And I could scroll through part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, and maybe I get to a point where I say, hey, wait a second, we have to pick out some colors and patterns. So I make a comment. So you're going to see that little comment icon pop open right along the last 4 digits there, and I can actually put a comment right in here. And I can post it, and that immediately is going to show up over here. I can hide that so that I have more screen real estate. It totally depends on how you want to work that. Okay, and then after I'm done making my comments, I can come over to this little person icon, click that little person icon, and here I am with the ability to choose what I want whoever I'm going to invite to look at this to see. So maybe I don't need the MEP engineer looking at the site work stuff or something along those lines. You may want to just say, nope, you can see it all. Okay, but you can actually say to these reviewers, I only want the reviewers to look in Division 9, or I only want them to be looking in subdivisions for stone flooring and resilient flooring. So you can actually really limit what you're having people look at. Maybe they don't need to see all that extraneous stuff. And then you simply are able to choose your team members, whoever you have there. If you are asking somebody to review it that's outside of your team, you can simply enter an email address and put a message in. That person will get an email that says you've been asked to be a reviewer, and they will need to go in and create a password for them to be able to see these things, and then they will be a reviewer for what you're asking them to review. A couple of things to note. Comments you make here cannot be re-imported back into SpecLink-E. It's a one-way ticket. It comes out, it's synced up to the SpecLink Cloud Viewer. And if you make any changes back in SpecLink-E, you'll need to resync to make sure those changes show up in the viewer. For any questions regarding SpecLink, the SpecLink Cloud Viewer, or any of our building systems design products, please contact our support team. Thank you.